Hey guys, my name's Naomi, welcome back to my channel. First of all, I'd like to say hi to my fellow redheads and my non-fellow redheads. So, this video is a little bit different from the rest. It's a Staffordshire Bull Terrier awareness. People think Staffies are these horrible, nasty dogs that attack every single dog they see or whatever. And they're really not. People who own Staffies would tell you that they're actually really sweet, and sometimes they can like other dogs and just love them. And then other times, obviously, if they haven't been raised correctly, then they won't. But Staffies are pure sweet animals. They were bred for fighting dogs. If you didn't know that already, and if you did, why do you still think they're dangerous dogs? Luckily for us, they're not classed as dangerous dogs in the UK. But in other places they are. Staffordshire Bull Terriers are just kind of like, they're just nannies to children and people in general. People like them because they're friendly to humans, and that's why they were bred, because they were friendly to humans and vicious to dogs, because they've taken two different genes from two different breeds of dogs, more than that actually, obviously, in the end, but, and they created the Staffordshire Bull Terrier, which was created in the 19th century for fighting. But if you actually look at Staffies, they may look evil sometimes, but they're not. They just look sweethearts. My nan has a Staffy. His name's Leonard. He's absolutely gorgeous, and he's so friendly, but he doesn't like other dogs because the dog that was with him used to bully him, and then that dog was put down. My nan was given another dog as a Christmas present, and she couldn't keep him because Leonard thought, oh, he's smaller than me, he's gonna hurt me, like, well, not hurt me, but like constantly moan at me, and you know, and so he kind of just had to go. We had to get rid of him. And Staffies are just sweethearts. I want to get a Staffy, and you may think, oh well, why are you talking about Staffies if you don't have one? But you're acting like you do. I used to have a Staffy.
And he's a big baby.
Yeah, as my friend said, if you heard that, she has a Staffy and he's a big baby. And like, not every Staffy is gonna like attack a dog as soon as it sees it or whatever. There's been cases around places, don't know where, like in America I think, and in the UK, of Staffies killing other dogs. But there's one story I read, and it was these two sausage dogs went up to the Staffy, and this woman had a kid with her at the time because the dogs escaped outside the house, and this Staffy grabbed hold of one of the sausage dogs, dachshunds or dachshunds, whatever you want to call them, and it killed it. But because when Staffies grab hold of something, they don't let go because their jaw locks. It's part of what they were bred for. So technically it wasn't the Staffy's fault, and it wasn't the sausage dog's fault either, but it can't be blamed on the people. Like, that Staffy was just getting a little bit frustrated with the dogs, like, nipping at his ankles or whatever. I mean, wouldn't you if someone was biting your ankles all the time, or pinching them? Like, they just run up to you and start doing it? I wouldn't. And so, technically, it's no one's fault for that sausage dog dying other than itself. And lots of cases like that happen every day. Maybe not every day, but all the time with Staffies and other dogs. But that can't really be helped because it's part of the breed. It's part of what made them what they are today. And Staffies, if you train them properly, like any dog, if you raise them with puppies or with cats and rabbits and guinea pigs and God knows what else you have, they should turn out okay. Some dogs won't accept other dogs, but that's with every breed. You can always have a breed of dog, any breed of dog, that don't like other dogs. I mean, my stepmom's dog, Skylar, she doesn't like puppies. She's absolutely terrified of them. And she had her own, you know. happens with any breed of dog, so it's not just staffies that can turn around and go, I don't like you, I'm going to hurt you if you don't leave me alone. Like, it happens with anything. It happens with people, most likely. I mean, if you don't like someone, you just walk away from them. Staffies, if they can't get away from them, obviously if you're on a walk and all that, and a dog comes up to you and you think, oh, my dog's going to be okay, it might not be. So you always have to be cautious when you have any dog. I mean, I think I come across a dog that didn't like other dogs, and they were walking it with a dog, but the dog that was with him was fine. So obviously it was growling at my dog, my parents' dogs or whatever, and we just walked away. Just leave it. Because technically, if a dog don't like another dog, it's a bit like a person don't like another person. People shouldn't be treating staffies any different from people. People should be treating dogs in general from different people, should they? I mean, they are technically people that live on 4 legs and eat out of a bowl with no knife and fork. Staffies are just sweethearts, and they have actually got minimal conditions. So if you wanted a staffy, do the research before you get one, please. Or any animal. I do it every time. Every time I want an animal, I do the research for it. I wanted a bird, I'll do the research about a bird, that breed of bird, or whatever. I want a dog, I'll do the research about that dog, or I'll do research for dogs. I want a rabbit, do the research about that, research about the breed that you want, or not. Like, just research and research and research until you feel you have all the facts, or everything you could possibly need to know before you get an animal. Because if not, we'll get more and more dogs, cats, rabbits, guinea pigs, hamsters. Maybe not hamsters, but a lot of animals will be mistreated, and that's why they still have the RSPCA in places like that. Because people don't know how to look after them properly. But if you did the research, then you would. And if you're too lazy to do the research, then it kind of means that you're too lazy to look after that animal in general. So maybe you shouldn't even get an animal if you can't be bothered to do the research for it. Are you laughing at me? Oh my god, it's squished. So, yeah, I'm still talking to my friends as I'm filming this because they want me to film it. But I just think in general, people should just do more research before they get a dog. I mean, I can't remember when it was, but I saw another story on YouTube about someone just dropped in this dog, and it was what? I can't remember. I think they said it was a year old or something. And it had been brought to a shelter or to a vet to be put down because the owners couldn't look after it because it got too big for them. It's like, well, do the research. Why would you get an animal without doing the research about how to look after it? Would you guys get an animal without looking after it or doing the research to look after it? You can talk. Basically, they just said yes. They said yes, they would do the research before they got an animal. That's all I'm asking. Just do the research before you go out and buy animals, please. I mean, I've had 1 rabbit, 3 hamsters, technically. One of my hamsters died, but she was about 3 years old anyway. And then my other one, Tango, who I love so much, or loved, should I say, he died about 4 or 5 years old because I did the research on how to look after him. And Luna, unfortunately, drowned. That wasn't my fault because she got out during the night and then no one noticed. And I think on my other channel, on my other channel, I have things about Tango and Luna on there, and then my Staffy Cross collie dog. There's a video about her on there as well. Well, it's not really a video, but you know, oh well. Well, it is a video, but it's not describing her or anything. It's just got a couple of pictures or whatever. And yeah, my rabbit Mocha, she's still alive. I still love her. She's my like world at the moment. Obviously, with all my family and friends. But I want to get a puppy because I'm lonely. My rabbit lives outside. My friends obviously live in their houses. Like, I want something I can talk to that may not necessarily be able to respond, but still be with me. And that's why I do research, so I know how to look after it to make sure it has the best possible life ever. And if I can't afford to look after it, I get help, and if no one can help me, I will do what is necessary to make sure it lives in a good life, you know? If you feel like you buy a dog and you've done the research and then you can't look after it properly, do the next best thing. Sell it. You know? But keep it out of adoption centres. So many people give their dogs up. Obviously, like, sell it to a place where you think it's going to have a good home. And if you need it gone and no one can buy it, then go to the RSPCA or something like that. Like, wouldn't you want to make sure that your dog had the best possible life, or your cat, or your hamster? Hamster? Why do I keep bringing up hamster? Rabbit, guinea pig, horse, donkey, chicken, goose, whatever you own. Just do the research first. It's common sense. Didn't mean to insult people then. I can't help it. But yeah, just do the research, please. And staffies aren't dangerous. People just need to train them properly. Bye! No.